Welcome to our channel. Okay. In this session, we will discuss some more MCQ questions. And the first question is, I am initializing two variables, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 0. And an expression, z is equal to this one. This is the conditional operator. I think everyone know the conditional operator. Before question mark, here we are writing the condition. Between question mark and colon, we are writing the true block. That means if the condition is true, this block is executed. If the condition is false, this block is executed. Now, so from this expression, this is considered as a condition. And this entire between question mark and colon, this entire thing is considered as a true block, and 0 is considered as a false block. 0 is considered as false block. Considers the false block. First, what happens? Y plus plus. Y plus plus means post increment. Post increment. So is the post increment is performed or not? First post increment is not performed. So obviously here the value is 0. If the value is false means what is the answer? Simply the output is 0. Z0 is assigned to Z. Okay. For example, here in this question, I will do some little modifications. Instead of y plus plus, if you are writing plus plus y, what happens? That means the pre-increment. Pre-increment means it perform increment operation. That is the y value becomes 1. Now true block, 1 means true. In the true block, we are writing the statement like this. Y is equal to 1 double ampersand x. X is a non-zero number. Non-zero number. First, y is equal to 1. What is y value? 1. 1 is equal to 1. The condition is true. And 2. This is also true. Both are true. The result is true. That is, z is assigned with a value 1. Z is assigned with a value 1. For example, the same expression here instead of 0, if I am writing the statement like this, printf high, what happens? The condition is fail. The condition fail means high is printed on the screen, and what the printf returns? Printf returns the number of character it reads. How many number of character it prints? 2 characters. So 2 is assigned to Z. What is the Z value right now? Right now the Z value is 2. You got the point? This is the way. The post increment means it is first not performed. Pre increment means first it performed. Now there's a conditional operator again. It contains a nested conditional operator. Okay. First one, 5 less than 8 question mark 1 colon and this entire expression. How do we divide the expression? That is the very important. Remember, this is the first question mark. Okay. Before this one, this is the condition. This is the condition. And observe the last colon. Where the last colon is present? The last colon is present at this position. This is false block. And between this one and this one, this is true block. You got it? This is the way to divide. 5 less than 8 question mark. This is the condition and this one is a true block and the last colon is false block. Now, whether the condition is true or false, 5 less than 8, the condition is true. So, we are moving into this statement. Now, in this statement, what is the condition? In this statement, this is the condition. Now, I will write down the condition. 1 not equal to 2 less than 5 is equal to 0. We have more than one operator. Which one is executed according to precedence levels? The first relational operator is executed. That means first 2 less than 5 is evaluated. True or false? True. True means what is the answer? 1 not equal to, this is replaced with 1. That is, this is a relational operator. The output is either 1 or 0, equal to 0. Here not equal to and double equal to. Okay, both have same precedence. If both have same precedence, in that case we will check the associativity. That is, we have to calculate from left to right or right to left. So for these equality operators, that is the comparison operator, the associativity is left to right. That means first we will check this one. One not equal to one, condition true or false? False. Actually, 1 is equal to 1. The condition is false. So, if the condition is false, what is the answer? 0. 0 is equal to 0. True or false? True. The condition is true. What is the answer? 10. In this way, we have to evaluate. 10 is the answer. For example, you have a doubt. That is first to question mark. That is this one is executed or this one executed. So to clarify your doubt, I will write one more statement. 1 not equal to 2 less than 5 is equal to. For example, instead of 0, I am writing someone. Instead of 0, I am writing someone. What happens? 2 less than 5, the value is true. 1 not equal to 1. First, this expression is evaluated. This expression is true. So 0 is equal to 1. This expression is also false. In that case, the output is 20. In that case, the output is 20. You got it? Yes. This is the way to calculate the conditional operators. Exactly the same question. Here the condition is 5 greater than 8. What is the meaning of this one? This is false. If this is false, just now we discussed what is the answer. This is the false block. So simply the answer is 30. The answer is 30. Now, if of 1 comma 0, is it possible or not? Is it possible to write or not? Yes. In the parentheses, we can write any number of terms separated with commas. That is not a problem. Finally, step by step, it evaluates all the terms. Finally, it considers the last term. So, in the first iteration, if of, not iteration, in the first thing, if of 1, first it considers as 1, closing bracket occurred? No. What is the next value? 0. 0 overrides with 1. So if of 0 means the condition fail. Condition fail means the statement is printed? No. So nothing is printed on the screen, no output. Similarly, in this case, if of 0 comma 1, first if value is 0, but before the closing parenthesis, I am overriding 0 with 1. So if of 1 means the condition is true. The condition is true means high is printed. A simple example. Now, see to this one. Static int I is equal to 5. You know the meaning of static. Simple meaning is one time initialization, and scope is within the block. Lifetime is throughout the program. That is, once we initialize a static variable, and the next time onwards, it is not initialized. Simply, it will consider the previously updated value. That is, the lifetime is throughout the program. Okay, what happens? First, int I is equal to 5. If of minus I means 4. If of 4, that is, what is the I value? 4. Printf percentage the I value 4 is printed. Now, main of 10, this is simple like recursion. The function main calls itself. But observe carefully, here I am passing a value 10 within the parenthesis, but the main does not contain anything. Is it executable or error? Remember, even though you are not placing any parameter inside the main, by default, it contains some integer parameter. Okay. By default, it contains some integer parameter. So obviously the statement is right. Whenever we are calling main of 10, so goes to main function. Now, is the statement is executed? No. Why? This is a static, only one time initialization. Updated I value is 4. Now
If of minus minus I, that is 3. Again call the main function 2. Call the main function 1. So if 0, condition fail means comes out of the loop. This is the output. But coming to this case, the same example, here we are passing 10, but here explicitly I am writing void. Void means no data type, that is no return value. By default, it takes some integer value, but exclusively you are specifying void, but you are passing some parameter. Void, but you are passing some parameter. So in this case, it gives some error. What is error? Too many initializers. That is, it contains nothing, but we have to pass a value. Too many initializers. This is the error we are getting. You got the difference between the first one and second one. Okay. Now, if 0, the condition is false, the statement is executed. No. What is the output? No output. That's simple, but see this one. If of 0, semicolon. Semicolon means end of a statement. Semicolon means end of a statement. In that situation, there is no relationship between the print statement and if. That if is completely completed. The if statement is completed, then whether the condition is true or the condition is false, the next statement high is printed. You got it? It printf statement does not depends on if. Why? The if is already ended with the semicolon. Got it? Now, one more example. Declare a variable int a is equal to 30. If of, what is the statement? Printf a is equal to 50 within double quotation. If you are printing within double quotation, what is the answer? Simply a is equal to 50. This is not a assignment. This is a string. Similar to hi, hello, welcome. This is a string. A is equal to 50. What printf returns? We already discussed in the first one. The printf returns the number of characters it prints. So how many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this entire printf is replaced with 4. If of non-zero, if of non-zero, condition true? Yes. What is a value? A value is 30. Generally, the common mistake is we assume that we are assigning 50 to A. So A value is modified as 50. But remember, this is not an assignment. This is just a string. With the string, it is not possible to assignment. So obviously, the A value is equal to 30. This is the case. Okay. Now, float A is equal to 12.34. So I am declaring a float variable. And in the if condition, we are comparing the same 12.34 with A. So what is A value? A value is also 12.34. This value is 12.34. Is it true or false? Remember, by default, by default, all real values are considered as a double data type. All real values are considered as double data type. So here what we are doing? We are comparing a double value with a float value. Is it true? Because there is a change in the precision. Double value is always not equal to float value. So here the condition is false. No output is printed. But coming to second one, before that, sorry, not before, after a real value, if you are placing f, then only it becomes a floating number. You got it? If you are not placing any f, that is a double value. If you are placing f, either small f or capital F, whatever it is, then it becomes float value. Now we are comparing one float value with another float value, and both the values are same. In this case, the output high is printed. You got it? By default, the float value, that is the real value, is double data type. Okay. Now x is equal to 100. Checks the condition. If x greater than 50, 100 greater than 50, the condition is true. If the condition is true, what we are doing? Again, you will write like this. If 100 less than 50, observe the brackets. Why I am again writing means observe the bracket. If x less than 15 means open, for example, printf hello, close, again close. This is the structure. That means if the condition is true, we are entering into the if statement. In the if statement, the condition is false and the bracket is closed and this bracket is closed. That means that if is completed, else printf high. What is printed? This if condition is true. So obviously this is the else that related to this first if. How can you say that? We are uses the bracket. So this is true means obviously high is not printed. Moving into the if block, in this block, the condition is true. Hello is printed, but according to our example, the condition is false. Though we have to execute else block, but there is no else block. So what is output? It prints nothing. Nothing is printed on the screen. Okay. So one more example. A is equal to 5. B is equal to 10. A simple example. Plus 5. What is A value? 6. It is a non-zero number. So this one is not executed. This one is not executed. So obviously A value is equal to 6. B value not executed means B value 10 is as it is. B value 10 is as it is. That means what is the example here? The example is not to tell 6 to 10. You have to write this statement. That is the if statement like this also. That is you can form any number of expressions in the condition. It evaluates the expression. Finally, it has to produce one result. That is A. And the final example for this today's session is A is equal to 5, B is equal to 10, C is equal to 1. First, A double ampersand B. That is 5 double ampersand 10. The condition is true or false? Greater than 1. Okay. So among these two, first relational operator is performed. The condition is true, a non-zero number and a non-zero number. If both are non-zero numbers, non-zero numbers means true. So the answer is automatically high. You got it? So in this case, so we have two types of operators, logical operator and relational operator. Logical operator and relational operator. We have to remember the precedence of the operators. Okay. In the precedence of the operator, which one? Generally, relational operator has highest precedence than logical operator. That is the reason first 10 greater than 1 is evaluated. So enter the condition. This is executed, but the program does nothing. Why? Because else block we are using a break statement. In the else block we are using a break statement generally. So we are making intuition that okay, whether high is printed or high is not printed, but you have to remember the break is used only in loops or switch case, but without loop or switch case break use is it. So this program gives a compilation error. Okay. Thank you.